and all of that. I mean, the tech space, it was understood that we needed to have a better option to be able to communicate with people wherever they find themselves, because I mean, people begin to travel and all of that, and you can't say that you're going to use the post office. If I want to give you an information, let's say I'm coming here and I want to reach out to you and I have to go to the post office, look at the number of days and months it might take for it to get to you. So that's how come social media was brought into existence, to actually bridge that gap of the communication, making it very short. I mean, I can just send you a WhatsApp right now and you would receive it.
Yes.
Yes, so that is one, I know that that is one of the reasons why we have social media.
Okay.
And apart from that, to also demonstrate the value that we are giving, in every aspect of our life. So for me, there are a lot of things that I do that I post online because I want to demonstrate the value that I'm giving out. If I'm using just traditional media and I have to mount a billboard somewhere to say that Odame Amako is coming to Max TV, I mean, nobody would see it. But for today, because I was coming, I posted on my Snap, I posted on Instagram, I posted on LinkedIn. So people would see that this is where I am going to. It wouldn't take that much of a time to reach out to them for them to know that I'd be here. So more or less, it was just created to bridge that gap of communication, because the others were, it took so much. I mean, even with email, I don't know the last time you checked your email.
I do check.
Right, but sometimes you have conversations with people and you realize they don't check their emails regularly. But WhatsApp, that's like the first thing you would check when you pick up your phone in the morning. You would go to Facebook, maybe TikTok. So it helps us to bridge the communication gap and also demonstrate the value that we are presenting in the world.
Oh, all right. So let's look at social media platforms. You mentioned LinkedIn.
Right.
There's Facebook. There's the famous ones. There is TikTok.
Right.
And then there is this WhatsApp also. When WhatsApp came out, people were like, this is not a platform whereby we can do business or communicate with. Can you address us on that particular, why people were spectacular, like, you know, why do I have to go on WhatsApp? Why do you have to send me this on WhatsApp?
Right.
No, do it via email, via text. So let's look at WhatsApp first, and we'll look at the various other social medias, and then we'll link into Brandon itself. Yeah.
Right. So you see, change, people like have this whole perception about changing.
Yes.
People feel that if I'm used to this platform and it's working for me, I don't need to add up other things. I have a first degree in pharmacy.
Wow.
I do digital marketing. I'm now in law school.
Okay.
So that's like different spaces of life. And I did well in all of them. I'm doing well in law. So we need, we have to get to a point where we understand that change is inevitable. Like, whatever happens, there will be change. When WhatsApp started, there wasn't WhatsApp business. But then now, that has been included to help business people to actually sell their products. You can have a catalog, you can put in your website, you can do a lot of things with that. So I believe that people just thought that, we already have post office, we have the emails. Why are you bringing another thing? And people also, in our African setting, like just be in your own corner. Yes. And post mama, share me corner be. People were even, they were posting voice recordings going around that if your DP is your picture, they will use it for Sikedro and all of that. So people had a certain skewed mentality about WhatsApp when it started. But for now, I don't know who is not on WhatsApp. Even if you are not on WhatsApp now, you had it before and maybe due to certain reasons, you deleted the app and you're now using maybe Telegram or something. So I believe it's just because of the change, people being resistant to changing and the kind of news that we were having about WhatsApp, especially in the time that it was brought up.
All right, so you mentioned, especially with WhatsApp business. So if somebody needs to be there, then they should brand themselves, they should know who they are. So let's come straight to our topic for the day, social media branding. When we talk about that statement, social media branding, could you break it down for us?
So social media, I think of we're talking about something. I mentioned that you need to know why you are online. so that you know what to do. If you don't know, yes, so then what kuntia like do picture now with business not to online. Because if you know why you want to be online, you know what platform you should focus on. Okay. I am on all social media platforms, but I'm very active on Facebook and LinkedIn, because that is where I realize that my audience buys into the information that I give. I get the good feedback from there. Someone that is selling, say, clothes or shoes, bags, Instagram would be a better platform for you to post your things, because that platform promotes images and videos and reels and all of that. But LinkedIn is more or less posting like an essay, not like a very long essay, but then writing about something that you are doing. So on LinkedIn, for example, you realize that I'll post about like how to brand yourself, how to find out your purpose online, how to demonstrate your value and all of that. But if I go to Instagram and I post that long thing, who will read it? No, they would rather want to watch the videos. They would rather...
LinkedIn is even putting in videos.
Yes, but that's not the main... The algorithm is not based on video posting. Okay. They mostly highlight posts that have given value. So even on LinkedIn, hashtags and all of that are like pages you follow. So you can follow a certain, let's say, hashtag Odamia, and then you would get every information, every post that has that hashtag in there. So let's say if you are in the media space, say hashtag media, a lot of people will be following it. So when you use that hashtag in your post, it reaches every single person that follows that particular hashtag. Okay. So you need to understand the why you want to be online, so that you will know which platform to be there. So after you know that, okay, I want to be on Instagram because I want to sell my hair and sell my clothes, then you now learn about how it works. And that's something that we don't do. People just take it out, okay, I want to be online, I like Instagram. And then they start posting without understanding how the platform works. Okay. For me, I remember before March 2020, when COVID broke out and there were the lockdowns and all of that, I took close to more than 20 courses actually in social media branding, because I mentioned I did pharmacy. So when I finished my service and I came back, I realized I wanted to go into social media and I wanted to do the law, but then I just wanted to take some time off to actually explore certain things. So I decided to do digital marketing. So I had to take a lot of courses, and I realized I heard of LinkedIn. I was on LinkedIn in 2016, but I didn't know how it worked. Oh, yeah. So it was between January 2020 to March that I took all those courses to understand how it works. And that's something we don't do. People take it that, okay, I want to be online, but then that is it. You don't invest into that.
Okay, for example, you've met a young lady who has a small business and they want to market it. You've told us if you're selling wigs, clothes, shoes, Instagram is best. So how do I start to brand myself? What are the ingredients that goes into that?
Right, thank you. So one of the things is you looking at people that are in your industry to learn how they brand themselves. Not to copy them, but to understand how things that they've done that worked for them, things that they did that didn't work. So for me, I used to, after I took those courses, I worked with one brand that dealt with exporting organic products. So when I started managing their brand, one of the things I learned from one of the courses was to find your competitors, find out what they are doing, look at the things that are not working for them, the things that are working for them, and look at how you can tweak it to fit into your brand. So that is one thing that
by
people
looking at their social media presence.
Yes. So let's say there was one brand, I think Kaimi or something. They also do a bit of organic stuff. So I checked their page. I saw that, okay, they post about how you can use their products rather than the product. So when I saw that, I realized that, okay, so I don't need to put it out. We are selling, maybe we have shea butter or we have cocoa butter. But then how can you use shea butter?
Different ways you can use?
Yes. So when I post that, I realized I used to get the feedback. So if, let's say, you are selling clothes and you now want to be on Instagram, look for other brands that are doing well online. Look at how they are. Yes. And look at how they branded themselves. Look at their first posts. I mean, the post that they started with maybe if they started in 2016, you look at how it was and then how it went till now. Then you see that, okay, they started like this and then they moved to this. So I also have to go through that process. And that's one of the things that a lot of business owners, some people feel that once I start posting online, I should get like 2 million.
So what you're saying, there should be a strategy behind posting.
Yes.
You just don't get up and post.
No. I actually recommend you creating something like a content calendar. I even do that for myself individually for my posting.
Explain content calendar and what did you?
Oh, pa,
Mr. 20%.
Yeah,
Obi sure one. Ebi anipa no wan share dan ko school. Or makola want to ma bebre. Or ton. We see ya one share one ya ye bi da. No on share on ka se on ko share omo. Na on share free wo ho. Send ya we ya wo duru ho. Nti ya no wakatwi kakra se na be ya ye na be
fa. On say digital nyama no ye English no. Digital me who say ye be kan wo
word for it.
Yes.
Yes.
The content calendar, I'd say we all have calendars. Like we know that January, let's say 1st January is Monday, all of that. So maybe I say you want to be posting on Instagram, for example. Instagram, no, I actually recommend you having a test run. To test run here, to say, we'll make it post to see how it would go. The people that would like it. You can post at different times. Because industry, beyond the time that people come online. Me say, for my LinkedIn, for example, I post every 8 a.m. So I schedule my post into 8 a.m. Bonus me new online. There's a mechanism that puts the post out for me at 8. So my yes are for a number of time.
Why do you say 8 a.m. specifically? Let's dive into that.
See, for me, that's the time I realized that it helps me to reach a lot of people. When people get to work, a lot of people use LinkedIn on their computers. About 8, now we do a computer or share 1 to be before or move straight into work for the day. Into 8 a.m. now, baby LinkedIn so question. Now that me post.
Okay.
So you would see my post before you. Into maybe I may post about say a book I've published. Into Nipan Behu before. Into maybe in the conversation during the day. Oh, I even saw this post. A girl posted that she had published this ebook and all of that. Into when you know the time that your audience is online, it really helps a lot because you can post at 12 midnight.
Nobody would.
Nobody would see it. You are still posting.
I think that works with Instagram, like 6 a.m. Early in the morning, you can get reactions. And 6 p.m. you can get reactions. Because people have closed.
Yeah. How about Facebook? It's quite popular.
Yes, so I'm active on Facebook.
The small business person, because a lot of people promote their stuff there. You've recommended Instagram, though, but some people are on Facebook as well. What time do you think is best for those people to post?
Or even that, what is that Facebook platform all about?
So... Well, Facebook, me created Way 20. I know my father is watching. He will say that, hey, but I was in JHS when I created a Facebook account. But when I did that, I just created it because I liked gadgets and computer stuff. So I just created it. Then after, I think when I got to university, my first degree, that was when I started to look into these things to understand how these platforms work. So for Facebook, for example, Facebook is like a combination of all of the platforms. In my opinion, because Facebook promotes long essays, it promotes videos, it promotes pictures, it promotes all of that. So it's actually a platform that if you get the right audience and you know how to use it, it can really help you to get a lot. Because I see a lot of NGOs, people posting about, there's this lady that is having this surgery, and then they won't be able to raise the money just for posting on Facebook. So for Facebook, the specific time, I can't really say that maybe for at 8 a.m. or 9. It depends on what you are doing. So that's why I recommend the test runs. So the test runs, I think I learned that when I started working with the organic company. So I would post 8 a.m. in the morning, 12 noon, and 6 p.m. So I did that for like a whole week, from Monday to Sunday.
Like lunchtime,
yes,
break time, and
right.
all of that. Oh.
So I did all of that, and then so mostly on the social media platforms, you are given access to your analytics. You know the time that Nkrofo who will post ni bebre, like there's a graph. So you see that at this time, so you should know that.
So you should check the analytics.
Yes.
On the app.
Yes.
Okay.
So mostly when you go to Facebook, there's this Facebook has Meta Suite where you can get access to your analytics. You see that a lot of women are viewing my post, a lot of men. You see the age range. In Tunisia, now Opesta reaching from 16 to 25. Then realize that your post is reaching people in 50s. So you should know that you have to now re-strategize your post because it's not reaching your audience, it's reaching somebody else. So you need to know that, okay, for my analytics, I realize that people see my post at 12.
Okay.
Into at 12 no more, I have to post before 12.
Okay.
In Sineberu 12 number on your post is already there. But if they come online at 12 and then you post at 2,
you've lost.
You would miss out
now,
with them.
Let's look into this. When Instagram started, you could post and you could get a lot of views and all of that, but now it's been limited. You have to have money to spend on Instagram to get your branding out there. With that kudi, with that get, with that sika, you are not going to survive on Instagram. Tell us more about that.
So I disagree.
In what way? You have to spend.
I disagree.
Yeah,
I mean, you have to spend. You would only spend. So I actually, as in my, should I say, career in online branding, I actually don't like to recommend doing these sponsored ads. I don't like them from the start. I actually prefer you build a certain kind, like a number organically. And then after some time, you now look at paying for it.
Why?
Why?
So,
for a business that is struggling. Like,
so a business that is struggling, what's $2 now it's because even right now, people don't put out the specific information about them. So someone creates an Instagram and then the date of birth is like 1903. And they say, whoa, if you are creating an ad and you want to target that person, especially even on Facebook, for example, you'd realize that if you run an ad, the people that will like your post, they wouldn't be people that are really interested in what you want to sell.
But they are targets. You'd say this targets this range of people and all of it. Yeah.
You actually set that. But then there is someone that stays in, say, in Koko that says he works at World Bank on Facebook.
In Facebook.
So on World Bank that. So if you are trying to target people in Nkoko, that person is at World Bank. You won't be able to reach that person.
Will go straight to
yes.
That. Yeah.
So I actually recommend the whole point of referrals, getting people to know that I have this page. Follow me. So as you build a certain number, then you can now do the sponsored ad to boost your page. But then if you start, maybe I'll create a page now, then you just run an ad. You might not reach the audience that you actually want.
Okay, so you're watching this beautiful lady, Odamia Mwakon. She is an expert when it comes to social media stuff. And today she's having a conversation on social media branding. And that's the conversation we're having right now. If you just joined us, please listen. I'm sure something will change from now on. One of the things that I find a bit childish or even a little insulting, people who are promoting their stuff, but they use wrong grammar.
Right.
You know, and sometimes the pictures they put there of the product is so amateur.
The captions.
And because you're promoting, so ever choose the right grammar. I mean, I will say any photo of the product now. I mean, for me, for you as a social media expert, you know, that should be a big concern for you.
Yeah.
Is it?
It is. So, you see, you understanding the platform, you will know that there are certain pictures you can't put online. There are people that will be selling now a trap picture, na background, na a basabi, na a flyer, na there no throw fonts, no throwing colors all over. Now, sometimes I really recommend that people get experts to assist them with these things.
Like you?
Yes. I mean, now I'm studying in school, so I mean, yes, it comes at a cost, but right now I don't really have like a lot of time.
Obi show. Or person what you have to say, no, everybody is tilting towards social media.
Yes.
Even the traditional media, you know, is doing a lot on social media as well. And to nipa ne show, or person or tone nadie, send ya yakin on shed and trouble for papa and table for papa. Why hold wonko? To me, boys, you to compete
there be one bro for the crime mass. We have AI to assist us. ChatGPT. I use it a lot.
Yeah, dear.
ChatGPT.
Oh, okay.
I use it a lot. So, everyone finds some person me posty baby. My working on my caption. Introduction no nye compelling in mommy. I just go to ChatGPT that hi, I want to make this post. And you know, give me a short introduction that I can add to my post. And then it will give me something. I'll tweak it so that it doesn't sound too robotic. It makes a human. And then I post it. So currently, I actually suggest that, I mean, if these platforms, wait me up, Obi, nani pana buao.
Oh, and I keep saying Makola. Or tomorrow. So young boy be neba oba ebetucha pictures who are editing the camera. And she's doing so well.
Right.
So in Tianka so beji miska. Because you'll be losing business as a result of that.
Definitely. So sikane dear, say if you are not investing in something, you wouldn't get the feedback and you wouldn't see that your phone no way to a picture basabi now they are so online. You wouldn't get the attraction that you need.
But then so be bound chain obi show on Max TV and okay. What is that one advice you give to everybody or person or branding who on social media?
One advice, wow. This will be hard.
Like the idea it could cut across all social media.
Yes, so learn how the platform works. And to know what you want to learn, you need to get someone to help you with it. Get someone that is an expert in the social media space to assist you. Oh, so learning is an ending. Like once you just try. Go on YouTube, you would get these videos to actually help you to understand
all right,
these
my
things.
last question before you put on your social media handles. For someone who's not following anybody but has a lot of followers, what is that person losing?
So you see, this thing is actually quite conflicting to me when I realize that people are following. Sometimes when you do that, it depends on the caliber of person you are. So let's say someone like Cristiano Ronaldo, he doesn't really have to do so much to get people to follow him. Or share go back one follow no. But then someone like me that I'm still in the business of getting people, especially if you are selling, that person won't pay any pants now follow. It's depending on what you are doing. So that goes back to you knowing why you want to be online. Yeah. If you want people to accept and appreciate you, then you need to actually give in and also follow people so that they will know that, okay, this person is actually welcoming. I can reach out to this person.
Is it for business? Is it for business or individuals? I mean, maybe your platform is an individual platform. It's not a business.
Yeah, so for my social media, to my branding, to digital marketing, to law, to everything that I do, I post it on my page. So because of that, I have a different variety in my audience. But if I say you have a business, straight, let's say Max TV, and then there are certain people you want to reach, you follow those kind of people so that it gives you that attention.
Joy was asking this question, said, who do you follow?
Who do you follow? Follow who would give you the value that you are also giving out.
I think you should end it right there because that is a whole statement on its own. Follow who would give you the value.
Yes, you also
you
want
also,
to.
It's as simple as that. And Sako and Saba. It was for that expert branding, about social media, any media, baby, Osho, about any abiding como, afa quite a fast or beton what they on social media and all of that. And where was he a send debium? Because there are a few questions about what a page is and what your personal a nina a yabreno and yabe into yabekono once ana yabekono. Let people follow you on your socials.
Oh, so let me brag small.
Okay.
brag.
So you can actually find me on Google. Like you can just type my name, Odamea Amoako. So Odamea Amoako Amoako. You would find me. You see my very pretty face. You see all the things that I've been doing. You see my social media pages from there. So you can just connect with me.
Also, yeah, Google no. Google no. Odamea Amoako
Odamea.
Enya baako pe. ODAMEA. Odamea Amoako. Mami e dasi pi.
Musumi dasi.
Be lawyer kese pa. Me so be judge pra. Abusafo. Yada must say mwahwe dwumadie ye ko twa e kakra bi ye ba Max Morning Show ye betwa so.
Interesting conversation. I believe you learned a lot. What I learned from this is that know the platform that you want to sell on. Know the platform that you want to put your image on. Know the platform that you want to engage on. And if you know that, you will do excellent. Meeting the Alexander Kwesi Krasi. It's been awesome hanging with you this morning. Nyame Adoma. Tomorrow, we'll be back with another edition of the Max Morning Show. Joy.
We're so grateful. Like I always say, we don't take your company for granted at all. You're the reason we do this every single day. And God willing, tomorrow, if we're alive and well, and if Christ has not come yet, we will be here in the studio for another beautiful edition of the Max Morning Show. We appreciate and love you so much. May the Lord be with you. Go out there and be a winner. As always, we love you. We'll see you, God willing, tomorrow. I am Joy Wilson.
Embrace the all-new IMAX 32 Android television with advanced modern tech, which gives you an improved viewing experience and unlimited pleasure. The slim, slick television comes